pedal to rest and foot to the floor. Looks to be a good stop there from the Mercedes in P1. Yes, it is. The Mercedes in P2 has to cover off the McLarens. It's the Aston Martin trying to make some moves out back. It's almost chaos for two Red Bulls making positions. For Sauber's drop back into last position. However, that's for Ferrari. There's contact. And the Ferrari's almost drowned. It's chaos through the first bank or one of the bank's corners into sector 2. Oh, there's a crash of access to Sauber and the Racing Bulls, I believe, for Ferrari tries to stick him around the outside of the Aston Martin. There's a bit of wheel banging there into the first corners or into the middle corners of sector 2 as the Red Bull trying to make a move on the Racing Bulls for the first time, and there's moves being made. It is TSMO on Mike Pro. Can his teammate follow through? His teammate can follow through when he gets rid of this Racing Bulls into the first corner. Is he brave enough to send it? He's gonna send it, and I think there's some confetti being shed as Mike Pro tries to make a move back on TSMO. There is damage to the front left end plate there, and he has to bail out of that, and the Red Bull of Chris LV makes moves. However, there's a spin there and hits the wall. Kenny up 3, Juice up 2, Adler's lost 6 and Gogo's lost 8, Ashton's lost 5, Josh has gained 2 as there's yellow flags for that. Josh has spun it. He's hit the wall. I don't see any damage yet. However, we're going to have a better look soon, as there's moves being made of Aston Martin off. Aston Martin trying to make a move on Juta. Goes off. He's around the outside of Adler. Now he defends that position. Adler attacks. He's now on the outside. He's got the DRS. He's going to make the move done. Nicely done there. And 10-second time penalty for Josh Elliott, speeding in the pit lane. As there's a Mercedes in the gravel. Eric's in the gravel. He's P2 in the championship, but there's contact. GDA's missing an end plate. GDA's contact with Eric's. He's missing an end plate. He's still going to try and make a move on the Red Bull. He's not going to be able to make a move on the Red Bull. Was that an unsafe rejoin? As we go round into sector 2 now. As TSO is going to try and get round here he goes. He's getting very close to the back of the diffuser of the Mercedes. Oh, there's a spinner! TSMO! He's gone into the gravel. He's taking the escape road, and so is his teammate. Both the Red Bulls go off. Chaos in the first 5 laps as we could see a change in lead very soon. Stylix sitting P4 in the championship is gonna get overtaken by Strat Chris, who got the better exit, and the DRS into turn 1. Stylix won't be able to attack that. Strat Chris is up into P1, but he makes the move on Stylix now into turn 1. Now Stylix is after of his teammate, and GDA is into the pit lane already. He's pitting to replace his wing. We cut back to this battle here. The Mercedes, very tight there. How he's going to get the exit on Noah, not good enough. On board with Eric, we're going to go off board to see a move where you don't normally see it, especially between teammates. We go into the final corners of sector 2, and it's a very nice move there. Into the pit lane goes Eric. Is it time to pit? It could be, as GDA is up into P14. And into the pit lane go both Noah and Stylix. As Noah goes out. Yellow flags in the 3rd sector. I don't think there was anything going on there. Into the pit lane goes Strat Chris. And Afton's going to try and make a move. It's a bit of ghosting there and lag with Luke. However, into the nice flowing corner here, we see TSMO also into the pit lane. As here we go, Strat Chris trying to make a move on Luke or on Juta. As Kenny behind is side by side, and he's contact between the two. Eric's goes through the yellow flag. Is that Ashton? Is that Ashton who's collided with some polystyrene barriers? I believe he's gone off. And Chris LV into the pit lane, and then someone in the wall. Juta hits the wall. He's not a victim. He's going to be pitting, I believe, to get that replaced, as it's very fast here. Into turn one, the Mercedes makes a move on Kenny. And now Stylix is also in this battle for P2. And Noah onto the grass. He's into the wall. Noah's into the wall. What's happened for the Ferrari driver? I'm trying to look if anything's in paddock chat. Virtual safety car has been deployed. As Noah has got control once again, I believe. No, he's retired. He's been disqualified for parking for too long. Wow, what happened? Noah is in chat already. Stylix is using this to enter the pit lane. Has Noah had a wheel disconnection, I wonder? When will Chris lead and go? He's gone, and that's looked to be a good start compared to the likes of Eric. He's got away very nicely. He breaks for slipstream behind. That's already moves. Stylix making some moves into the final corner as we go into turn one. Now it's already moves. Or contact, and there is contact right here. The Mercedes just gets the back of Blocky as Andrea's up. Now Juta goes up. Strat in the McLaren leads to a pack. Then there's moves as the other McLaren of Go Thrust is down at the back. I don't know why I just took a screenshot right there. However, here we go. It's side by side. There's contact between Josh Elliott and Go Thrust into the flat out corners. Nice move there from Josh, and nice defending as Andrea is up on Blocky. As the Sauber gets real feisty on the back of Mike Pro. Down with the DRS straight, he's got the DRS straight, both got the DRS free. Aston Martin look to get the best exit, he's got the inside line into the horseshoe. The Aston Martin does stay ahead. The Andrea goes wide. There's contact over this, a spinner. There's a crash here. The Alpine's gone round. Stylix has gone round. The Alpine's gone off. The Racing Bull's gone off. Was that Andrea's fault? I believe so. There's a stopped car. Chris LV makes a move for P2. The Mercedes of Stylix is stopped. There's debris on track. McLaren just getting out. Stylix has retired from the session. Not pole sitter, but the driver who started P2 is now out. We are seeing so Scrobble and Josh almost spins the wall. Was there to catch him out. Oh no, he spun again. We've got two more spinners, Luke Tiotti and Josh Elliott, coming together at the exit of turn one. The Selbers have been in some real mania there. Around the final corner, TSMO will get the run on Eric's. Eric's will be overtaken by the Red Bull driver. Where is this familiar? And a bit of contact. Is there another driver round? That's Luke TRT round. At the horseshoe, as it's side by side between these two. 3-second time penalty for Josh Elliott. Strat Chris was leading for a bit. The Juicer goes wide through, goes for McLaren of Go. This has been a great battle to watch side by side through almost the entire lap, battling for the entire lap and a bit more than that. Enter the horseshoe, still side by side. What a battle we are seeing here. The Williams getting a bit on the throttle there. Go goes wide onto the curb, and there's a change in for P2. Strat Chris loses out on the P2 position. However, it is still side by side with the DRS. Will this battle end? Because I don't think it will do. Into the first corner, there's more contact between the two. What will there be any penalty reports between these? Well, only two people have or are currently where they qualify. That is for the two McLarens. Go has a 10-second time penalty, however. TSMO, you'll know what he has? A great run into turn one. There's going to be contact between Chris LV and TSMO on the exit. Here we go into the banked hairpin. TSMO is too far back to make any more moves. Here we go, TSMO, second time's a charm. Can he make it? No one's ever said second time's a charm. It's not going to work again unless he has a good exit, which he does not, and he backs out of it. GDA and Eric's fighting for possession. GDA makes a move on Eric's. Going to a bank hairpin. Now Ahmed's contact. Beastu go battling once again. Gogo has more damage than earlier. However, we go back to Eric's. And these two are fighting once again. Very closely indeed. We'll go on board with Mercedes. Lots of touching there. Sounds weird. Don't take that in a weird way, please. Bombastic into the pit lane at 17.4 total pit time. As Josh is 1 lap down, he's got a brilliant view of this battle commencing ahead of him. And that is the Mercedes who got a good run there, or the Ferrari that didn't get a good run. The Mercedes could not get a good enough run to capitalize on that. Round the final banked corner we go now. And it's TSMO and Chris LV, third time's the charm. Or is it because Chris LV gets a better run once again? Into the banked hairpin. As there's contact, there's the Mercedes and the Ferrari are faithful, both lost 2 positions. Action has also gone off. However, we take a look at this. I don't know what happened. GDN and Eric must have been coming together because Adler's made a move on the 2 of them. So has Chris. DRS into the pit lane goes GDA. This must have been damage for him. And into the pit lane also goes Chris. Or does the Mercedes want this to get the DRS? Yellow flag, it's Blocky. The safety car's out. As Blocky is also out. He's retired due to terminal damage. Where was that? The safety car has been deployed and this is your top 2. But I haven't seen, so I believe everyone else has hit already. When does TSMO choose to go? When is he going? Oh, there's already Chaos at the back. Chaos at the back, I believe someone went early. Drive-through penalty for someone, I don't know who, car 67. Andrea has a penalty. It's a drive-through penalty. There's still yellow flags. It's side by side between GDA and Adler. Adler cares. Off goes Adler. Adler goes off. Absolute chaos. And oh, there's more chaos. There's Tutor in the wall. Ashton's retired. What happened? What happened? The safety car is back out. Is there more chaos? There is more chaos. People have started to go once again. He's left it to the last minute. And he's gone now. There's more chaos at the back. There's drivers going off onto the grass. Yellow flags. GDA's lost a few positions into the first corner. That's Luke TRT trying to make the move. GDA going around the outside of Josh Elliott, who made some positions in that chaos. Josh Elliott, MP6. There's more contact. Go Frost and the Sauber of Andrea. Or both the Saubers losing time. As there's contact wheel banging between the 2 here. Andrea retires from the race. And I believe, yeah, he's fully retired as there's a move. Chris makes a move on TSMO. It's Luke TRT losing some positions and a bit of lag there. For the Sauber driver, and he's been off. That's his second warning. One more and he gets a penalty. Into the hole through. TSMO's going to send it. TSMO goes off the track. He hits Chris. TSMO goes to the side of Chris from a long way back. There's a collision. Go. Mike has stopped. Mike Pro has spun it. He's been overtaken by Gogo. It's a battle here. Not really much of a battle. The yellow flags are out. Yellow flags are out. As there is a move. GDA, the championship leader, is up into P2. 3-second time penalty. Josh Elliott. At some point and into the inside, down the inside. Eric's tries to make it. There's contact between the two, and could that have got rid of both of these drivers' opportunities for P2? Chris will not make it unless GDA makes a mistake, which I don't think he will. However, Chris LV out front rounds off the final corner. Chris LV crosses the line. He takes P1 in this race. Who's going to get on the podium positions? And it is very close, but GDA just makes it. It's Track Chris in third, Eric's in fourth. And that is your podium. Chris LV takes P1, followed by GDA Beast. Then you've got Strat Chris. The Dutch E Grand Prix. He extends his championship lead compared to Eric, who finished P3 in the end. Strat Chris P2. Nicely done. I haven't seen much from him, but he's only scored 6 points this season. Here's your final classification of those who did finish. Saying that TSMO finished, we all know that he did end up DNFing in the end.